So crypto has been around for a very long time, and it felt like every day that there was something new in the crypto space, or the infamous "to the moon" comments, the memes that, good old Elon Musk has made, right? As time progressed, we started to see that blockchain/crypto has started entering the gaming space with games like Axie Infinity, Star Atlas, and many more. Blockchain and NFT games has really been popular, and of course the rise of Web3, we are now beginning to enter a brand new age of gaming, in which instead of your standard PvP or player versus environment, we now have a world which we can now play to earn video games, especially in the mobile gaming market. A way of allowing players to earn real world currency in a video game, or to actually own specific digital assets in that said video game, so you actually own it. Which brings me to today's episode, as I venture into the world of blockchain games and try out for the very first time, Stella Fantasy. I will be showing you my initial thoughts and reactions to the Wi-Fi filled blockchain action RPG, and let's just say I'm not impressed. Let's check it out. This probably has to be by far the most cultured game that I've probably played all year round. Like, I see a couple of their males, but dude, I swear, this game is just full of waifus, which is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, honestly. But let's see. So this right here is the first impression time. This is my first time playing Stella Fantasy, right? This game reminds me heavily of, I feel like they took Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, and honestly I feel like they just put both of those together. This is a NFT game, so that's one thing I want to let people know about off rip, immediately. Now, on first initial thought, so in between cutscenes and stuff like that, we have our actual furthering the story, and we get these particular parts. Now, one thing's for certain, there is audio when it comes to these, but there's only particular moments depending on how serious the story parts is, but all of it will be written out in actual text format, and their mouth will just move for these particular moments. So it's kind of it reminds me of if you guys have played the gacha game Epic 7 or any other mobile gacha games, where when it's stuff like this, it kind of just have their 2D animation. So they the devs went a little bit outside of the way to, make it more 3D and everything, but it still is kind of weird seeing the emotions fully animated and acted out, but there's no words coming out. As you can see, oh, it's a baby slime, how cute, and her moves just mouth. Now, Jesus Christ, I don't know if you guys can see the screen right now, but I love Ruby as a character. Sheesh. Heaving. But we know we're going to continue forward. So this is kind of how the story is told to you. Now, another reason why I say this game reminds me a little bit of Genshin Impact, this particular character here named Rami, however you want to pronounce it, she reminds me of Paimon, this game's version of Paimon. Now, I don't think this game's going to be a Genshin Impact killer. That I don't even think it's remotely even close to a Genshin Impact killer. But we're just going to skip that. You can easily skip the story. You get a brief story summary of what just happened. I honestly, other than just watching, some of the waifus move around, yeah, I think it's super gacha heavy. Very gacha heavy. But this game is cultured, though. I'll tell you that. This game is very cultured. If you want to play this game for cultured benefits, then I'd highly recommend it. We got some very beautiful waifus being shown on screen. So yeah, we're just gonna do a quick little overview of what to expect from playing Stella Fantasy. So this is the main hub world. You can choose whether you want a male or female character right from the jump, and this game looks like it has a lot of content in it. But the only thing that has me worried the most about this game is the simple fact of how the game actually is played. But yeah, so we can actually check out some of the characters. And like I said, this game is heavily NFT, so you can just mint some of the NFTs. You can spend some currency outside to obtain people. I haven't done that as of yet, but let's just say this is probably my first NFT game I've probably have played. Now, of course, as any other game, since we live in 2023, this game does have a battle pass, or they name it the Celestial Road. if you spend money on it, you get all of the cool benefits that the game has to offer. Of course, all the way up to level 50, which is being the last parts of the battle pass. And I think the main huge selling point about this, like I said, I don't think you can actually summon 4 people. Now we have the unique abyss, which basically is a particular way of just grinding out different amounts of dungeons. Now, only thing is that I have, so this game is marketed as an action RPG, but it's not an isometric view. It is kind of a third person, you know, camera follows behind you. Every instance is instant based. Oh, woo. I wasn't prepared for that. All right, so now we have the gacha part of the game. Like I said, this game relies on NFTs, so I don't know how the gacha system is actually supposed to work. But, you know, we're going to pull from the premium box. Let's see what we get. Now, I think every character in the game is actually a waifu, like when it comes to actually being able to be summoned. Now, as you will notice that at the below every character's name, it says NFT, and it will let you know if the character hasn't been minted as an NFT yet, or it will let you know if this character can't be minted as an NFT. And mainly probably due to the fact that it's yeah, this character hasn't been in one as yet. Yeah, I'm just slightly confused. I don't know how the NFT is supposed to work, and I find that a little weird. I'm still a little bit of skeptic on the whole NFTs and owning this. I don't know if it's supposed to obtain you extra money or anything of that sort. I personally don't know yet. Now, only thing I can probably say, just because I overall don't have faith or see the overarching use, because like I haven't really delved too much into blockchain or Web3 or even NFTs. Like I've delved a little bit into crypto. Like I've you know, I overall like investing and I like stocks. Like I'm a huge stock guy. Like I don't day trade, but I like the idea of stocks, and I like the overarching, like the, you know, 500, all of that stuff, the S&P 500, all of them. Like overarching, like I overall like that. When it comes to like blockchain and all that stuff, I don't have, like, there's too much negative than positive that I personally have seen. If you guys are in the blockchain or Web3 and anything of that nature and see any major benefits that comes with that, and, you know, not the $50 million crypto scams that Kira TV be talking about, or any other, or even CoffeeZilla that people just be scamming. If you guys know some good stuff, then sure, but overall, I don't think I can fully recommend this game if NFTs is like the mainstay of how this game works, just because I don't understand. I don't have the knowledge to understand it, nor do I agree with NFTs. Like stocks is one thing, and crypto, like I've seen a lot of good things with crypto. There's a lot of ways of scamming people with that as well. So I don't know. It's just an opinion. If NFTs is what scares you, then, or you don't know too much about NFTs, just like I don't, then I don't recommend hopping into this game. Just because I don't know how the NFTs even works. I know you can buy characters with NFTs, and you can get it on their shop. This game has its very own cryptocurrency, if that's also another thing too that I read about. I think it's called like SYFY or something like that for Stella Fantasy or something of that sort. Like if only reason I say I recommend this game just so you can get the full benefit out of this is if you are somebody who is actively in NFTs or you're actively in the Web3 or anything, or actively in the blockchain. If you actively do it on a day-to-day basis, that's your thing, then yes, Stella Fantasy is something for you. If NFTs is not your thing, not it close to it, you don't trust it, anything of that nature, then I honestly would say skip this, go play Tower of Fantasy, go play Genshin, or even go play High Star Rail, something much better. Because even just me playing this game, I'm not having too much fun. The overarching gameplay experience is cool, but I think the only thing that it really has going for it is the fact that it's just a bunch of waifus. Honestly, that's the only thing that's really got me like, damn, I really like this game. Well, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking like this game. It has a lot of waifus in it. Who wouldn't? Other than that, I think that's the only way I can say that this game is fun. It's the same enemies over and over again, so there's no variety within the enemies. There's no strategy to it. Like, the gameplay itself is just very mundane. Like, I feel like I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. There's no exploration. There's no open worldness to it. There's no adventure. It's just, in everything that's the base, you clear out monsters, you go about your day. Shit, if you want to do that, honestly, you could play Critica Reboot, even though I haven't touched that game in years. You can play the closers, stuff like that, like games that are meant to be like that, but more fun. Yeah. Right now, I'm not having too much fun with this. It's all right. I can't say it's complete trash. Only thing I can say is trash is that I personally just don't understand the blockchain. That's something I'm not part of. I don't do blockchain-based things. That's just something I definitely do not do. So if that's something you guys are like looking forward to, or you want another game, if you guys actively play NFT-based games, then yeah, sure. You like waifus, hop in this game. Other than that, I can't see myself playing this any more than right now. It's all right. And I think you got to go on the overarching website to actually get fit mints and mint the character. Yeah, I don't know, it's a little off. The characters look amazing, phenomenal, but like I said, there's a lot of content regarding this game. Like, you got your main story, of course. You got the unique abyss, which is I guess it's like a boss rush, depending on which area you go to, that can help you out with grinding out materials and stuff of that nature. Like, it's a boss rush. So not only you got that, you got a couple other stuff too. Then, of course, we look at the store. Like I said, you got your DAO shop. You got the SFYTY shop, which this is how the game actually gets this is the game's currency, right? You have to use NFTs to get it, which, like I said, that part right there confuses the hell out of me. Like, it is a subject that I'm not well versed in, so I can't really give you guys too much information. If you know more about me and you're against it, I would not say play this game. It is free, of course, just like every other game it is nowadays, but overall, other between the waifus and the waifus and just even the gameplay is kind of just like, I don't see myself having fun with this. I've played many other games that are a lot better. Like I said, this reminds me like a weird NFT version of Genshin Impact, right? But you got a lot of content. You got the Mirage Garden, the Goddess Ordeal. Like, there's a lot of different information. It just feels like a lot of dungeon-based content. So just the constant grinding, just a lot of things like a lot of killing bosses, like a boss rush, dungeon rushes. Everything's instant-based. Like I said, there's no exploration other than going to the locations that is here on the map, as you can see on screen right now. If you want to go to the given locations there, sure. But other than that, this is the main just hub world. I think the game just excels at the NFT part. And like I said, if people who are fans of NFT or the blockchain or Web3, then go ahead. This is the game for you. Other than that, I can't recommend this game right now. Like, I feel like it needs a lot more polish. The game feels like the gameplay itself feels a little rough. And it's just my opinion. Like I said, this is my first impressions. This is me playing for not even 30 minutes. This is just hopping in, seeing if it gets fun. I feel like I'm missing a lot on the whole NFT or the craze or hype around it. Sadly, I'm not part of that. I don't know, but if you guys are, you have a little bit more information regarding the whole NFT, Web3, or you've been playing Stella Fantasy and you know how it is, you can explain it to me in the comment section below. I'm more than happy to talk to you guys about it, or if you want to hop in my Discord, we could talk about it there as well. But this is my first impressions of Stella Fantasy. What do you guys think about it? I want to hear your guys' thoughts about it. If you guys have already played it before, what did you think about it? Like, is this something that can hold up in the mobile gaming space, you know, being a blockchain NFT based game? But right now, when it comes to overall recommending it to my community, sadly I can't recommend this one. I feel like you guys can just drop this, other than the fact if you want to just play with a bunch of waifus. Like I said, there's a lot of beautiful waifus on there, but for the overarching like theme or stasis of this game, waifus and NFTs, I think it's going to be a hard pass. Like, you're just basically minting waifus, essentially. So if you're part of that craze, go right ahead. If not, I say skip this. Play Tower of Fantasy 3.0. Play the Genshin Impact's newest update. Play Honkai Star Rail's newest update with Kafka. Those are 3 way better options that you want to do if you want to actually get some good waifus, good exploration, good combat, and just beautiful story. But let me know what you guys think about it. I've been your host, KSDTV. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to bring more RPG-related content to you guys as well. And as always, been your host, KSDTV, here at Chaotic Inc., signing out. Peace.
That's so weak, don't plan to rest. I'm from a hood where you die if you don't pack a vest. No culinary degrees, but whipping crack the best. Chefing, hard times taught lessons. Praying every night to pull up in park Benzes. What's my home is what you call trenches. You wouldn't last a day seeing life through all lenses. It's all tension, no sun, it raining plenty. Full-time job, still can never make a penny. I ain't rapping for clout, I know the famous